an electronic computer, often referred to as... But they can remember things. They are not capable of planning, devising, or creating. But they can remember things.
Shall we play a game?
If the atom bomb explodes right then, even a newspaper can save you from a bad burn.
Show after show will feature the latest hits, the biggest stars. Relax, come as you are. No parking problems, no babysitting problems. And there are always tasty snacks at our modern refreshment stand.
Thanks, folks. And once again, welcome back.
Okay, guys, we are back. I am in the microphone and virtual reality. I can tell that Yonder is here already with my girlfriend talking. I caught them. Oh my, I caught them. Welcome back to Virtual Redban Part 2. This is the part where we play virtual reality with a bunch of friends. It is ice raining outside. Let's see if this Varo arrow works. It took me a little bit of time to get it set up. It was freaking out. I almost thought I couldn't go live. I almost thought I had to go back to the Steam Valve Index because the Varo arrow was fucking up. But there was an update out of nowhere. It just got an update. So hopefully everything's fixed. We'll see.
The ice,
Oh yeah,
break.
I mean, well, I would have liked to have gone grocery shopping. I had to miss my dentist appointment.
I got his chicken. I got his emergency chicken.
Oh yeah, Brian? Yeah?
Hell
Mr.
yeah.
Eye doctor appointment.
This morning,
What kind of emergency chicken? Some Bush's chicken?
yeah, this morning I woke up about 11 a.m. I only slept for like 4 or 5 hours last night. And I immediately woke up, opened up the weather app, checked on it. It's like, oh shit, shit's about to go down. I was like, oh fuck, we need like food just in case if we get locked, you know, if all our power goes out for the next 2 days. We don't, you know, we need to get some good food. And so I went on Uber Eats just to see if people were driving or doing any kind of delivery. And they were. So I was like, fuck, I'm just going to buy what's something that would be good, cold, hot. And I bought $50 worth of fried chicken and chicken tenders and coleslaw.
Good lord.
Damn right, dude.
Like, we're definitely
And
not
gravy
eating all
cups.
this.
Cups of gravy.
Yeah, cups of gravy, everything, man. I went
Fuck
ape shit.
yeah, bro.
We're gonna come out fatter.
Yeah.
We're gonna come out of this fatter.
We could feed the dogs chicken if we
did
needed.
some prepping also, Brian.
Oh, you did?
I set out some frozen rice that I had and some frozen soup I made like last week, and then I left it out overnight and most of all day today, so it's probably bad now.
Well, if it was frozen, it's probably not. It's probably fine. You probably just want to cook it right now, though.
I guess I'll risk one.
Well, if it went from frozen to
diarrhea.
overnight, yeah, but if it went from frozen to overnight, I mean, even this morning it was probably still cold.
Well, we had this heater on. We had the heater on, and I had it set out for like all day today too, or like until like 6 p.m.
I don't know about that.
This human male survived old egg salad, so I think the dogs will be all right.
Fuck that egg salad. She's poisoning me, guys. She's poisoning me.
I got a roast, a big roast that I'm gonna put in the crock pot before I go to bed tonight. So it'll be ready by the time I wake up tomorrow. And that'll get me and the boys through tomorrow. I'm gonna do like just a big I think it's just a rump roast maybe.
What are the spices
And
flavors?
I'm
It's
just
like
gonna
meat.
do salt, pepper, garlic, 2 onions. I'm gonna leave them whole, sit them on top of the beef.
Ooh, yes.
Dump some celery and some carrots, some baby carrots. I'm omitting the potatoes once again because I'm gonna make some homemade mash. So I'm not over starching them. And well, we got a rice cooker too, so we're gonna do the rice option or the mashed potatoes option.
Did you work tonight?
So
I heard
that'll be.
I heard Vulcan Gas Company was
I did
open
not.
tonight. Did you work tonight?
It was. It was. I did not. I think Mumford was there. But yeah,
that's pretty surprising they were
kinda
open.
grilled out tonight too.
That's surprising
I
they're
know, that's
open
what I
because
was thinking.
because it's like if grocery stores are closing at 6 o'clock, you know it's not normal. You know what I mean? Like grocery stores only close when they have to. You know, like okay, this is ridiculous.
Hopefully, it was an easy night for everyone.
Hopefully, I wonder how many people didn't show up. I wonder if there was a lot of no shows. And I wonder if they're going to have a show tomorrow because right now, just in that 10-minute, 15-minute break I just took, I heard like what sounded almost like a bunch of somebody throwing a bunch of nerds candy at my windows. And it is freezing rain
Yeah,
here.
freezing rain.
Yeah, it's freezing rain here in Pflugerville. It is 29 degrees and the rain is thick.
Dang, it's 29. The low was supposed to be 32 today.
Yeah, it's 29
So
right
cute.
now.
30 right now. Ice heavy at times for at least 60 minutes.
Yep. It is.
I wonder what
It's gonna do
be
this
like on
all
Thursday.
night and all morning.
Yeah, and this is one of those things. If this happens all night long, I've been here before. I've been in this situation growing up in Ohio. We're gonna wake up tomorrow and it's gonna be an ice skating rink everywhere outside, and
Amen.
Yay.
we'll probably be playing virtual reality tonight, and the power might even go out. This is the kind of shit that's on power lines.
Don't put that juju on us.
Yeah, but this is one of those things where that's a lot of weight for power lines and shit like that. Those cables start being like, okay.
And the weight on trees.
Yeah, the weight on trees that fall over on power lines. This is when you start losing power. So make sure your iPhones and everything's are charged up right now.
Yep.
Oh, shit,
Yeah, it's that
we're
weird
charging
Texas
right now.
power.
Yep.
Get your batteries charged. Charge your battery packs.
All my batteries are charged. I got
Crocheting.
my solar power. If I have to resort to solar power, I can at least get 200 watts, 400 watts.
Brian, does hot water work if the power's out?
Yes, because that's gas. Wait,
Okay.
yeah, that's gas, I believe.
It is? Hot water is powered by gas?
Yes, it's
You're
a pretty
gassed
much a
up.
big, it's a, in up here where I'm at, for some reason Texas has this dumb thing where they put their water shit upstairs. What's it called? Water heater? No.
Hot water heater?
Yeah, hot water
Your
heater.
water heater?
So-
Mine's in the garage. We got 2 of them.
Yeah, yeah. For some reason, mine is upstairs, which makes no sense. If my water heater rushes out or there's a failure, I'm just gonna ruin my ceiling and floor.
Complete
You know what I
flood.
mean? Yeah, it's gonna flood. It's so dumb. And I have 2 of them, so I have twice as much anxiety because the house is so big that it has to have 2 for some reason. I've never heard of this crazy shit before. And
Dumb as hell.
Yeah, we got 2 as well.
Yeah,
So it's a
it's
very
crazy.
Texas thing, isn't it?
yeah, it must be.
2 water heaters.
I like when these go bad. I don't know how long they last. I'm guessing like 10 years. When these go bad, I'm getting that tankless water option where it's just. But I think that's electric. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Boogie, boogie, boogie.
Yeah. Somebody said in the chat,
Everything's bigger in
replace
Texas.
it in advance. Absolutely. I think in like 4 years, I'll do half the time. The house is 3 years old, 4 years old. All right. In 2 years, I'm going to replace my water tanks with tankless because that's just stupid if you have it upstairs. That drives me crazy. I just get anxiety thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
I hate being a homeowner sometimes because it's not like
talking
landlord.
about how terrible
this
winter is.
happened. You know what I
love
mean? Somebody in the chat said electric tanks are easy to do it yourself. Yeah, but you know, help the economy, right?
Contribute to the economy. That's right. That's
So,
how we keep a strong Texas economy.
so little insider info. Thursday at the Secret Show, Jim Florentine's going to be on the Secret Show on Thursday. So it's
Oh,
gonna be.
my buddy Jimmy. I'm going to be there too, buddy. It's me and you this week.
Oh, is it? Is it? Oh, that's great.
Again.
Oh, I
Yeah.
like. Yeah, that's great. That's made me
See ya,
happy.
toe by
toe
toe.
left.
Why totally?
Check the hot water.
Oh, I don't
Shot
know.
her,
I'm real
I
sad
shot her in the
about it.
face.
Toe, where'd you go? What?
Where did you toe?
I don't know what she said. She said something. I landed. My Lanta? What's my Lanta?
My Lanta. It's that heartburn shit or some shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my Lanta.
My
What was
Lanta.
it? You remember that movie where the kid goes, "Oh my Lanta"?
Yeah.
The-
Yeah, what was that?
The
Was it The
remake
Wizard
of
or
the.
something
I
like
think that was the remake of the Little Rascals.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
you're right.
That movie, that got buried somewhere. I never see or hear about that.
Reba McEntire was in
Oh my
that movie.
God.
You remember?
Some of those movies come out, and I think they purposely bury them and make you forget about them because something happened in one of them or something. You know what I mean? Like, I bet, like,
Oh, geez.
that's one of those
especially
movies I
now.
almost want to watch just to be like, okay, what are they hiding? You know what I mean? Why are they burying this movie so much?
Oh, Alfalfa and Spanky and
God,
Darla and
I love all
Buckwheat.
God, I love all of them. Spanky, come on.
Little rascal.
What a little baby
Yeah, you
Spanky.
don't get better than Spanky. I was a Spanky. I was a fat kid. I was a
Yeah,
Spanky.
I was a Spanky. We were all Spankies in a yellow submarine. By the way, Yonder, I don't know if I said this already, but looking at these old photos of you when you went back home for the last week. But looking at all these old photos of you being an old little hippie kid, it's like I could tell me and Yonder would be hanging out, hacky sacking somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Rocking out to Dave Matthews Band.
I've always
Fuck
been
Dave
that
Matthews.
dude, bro. Let me kick my Birkenstocks to the side. Show you what I got here.
Yeah, I never.
Hacky sack.
I was hippie, but I was never Dave Matthews gay. Like I was more of a Rusted Root Fish guy than a Dave Matthews. Get out of here with your harmonicas, Shay.
Yeah, you know, well, I always say, by hell is the closet, I'm stuck inside.
I told you guys my Dave Matthews story, right? Yeah, for sure. I told you guys that. I'm sure we've talked about Dave Matthews before many times. Got a little cub in my mouth at the Polaris Amphitheater in Columbus, Ohio.
Ooh, that's a good one. We're gonna write that one down to do on this Thursday. A little Rusted Root.
Oh, banana, boom, 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 boom. Too bad you don't have like a shitload of drums. Send me on my way. Oh, I will like to hold my hand.
It's the second.
223. God, I love Rusted Root.
Send me on my way.
You know what my favorite shit was to do?
Send me away.
My favorite was there was this thing that I've talked about on here before. There was this thing called the Panasonic 3DO, I think it was, and it came with this demo disc. It was a video game system that was awesome for the time, but it came with a demo disc for free, and it was just a kaleidoscope that you used to control using your controller. Just a simple kaleidoscope, but in college, we would all just do acid and smoke weed and play this kaleidoscope, and there was no sound to it, so I would play Rusted Root, I just remember sitting there with Rusted Root playing this kaleidoscope on acid in a one-bedroom rat-filled studio in Columbus, Ohio. Hey, Cam.
Hell yeah.
You know who else has a Rusted Root? Kim.
I made it.
Kim has a Rusted Root, and she has her voice thing happening again.
No.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, what's going on? Skittles, get over here and look at this ass. By the way, Shane, hilarious Photoshop you did in Discord. By the way, I was telling Janice this.
Is that a lunch?
I was telling Janice this. Casio posted. I don't know if you saw this, Kim, but Casio posted a photo and says, "No wonder Skittles doesn't hang out with us," or something like that anymore. And there's a picture of the beautiful.
I'm seeing now.
Beautiful Brit, very shocking. Holy shit, Brit, good on you. Amazing,
really?
amazing body.
Is that better now?
No, it's not. Amazing body, it's pretty shocking. Wow, hello. I went and clicked on her Instagram, and it's one of those where you have to be ask permission to be your friend. I was like, I better not. I'm dating Janice. That would be weird. I don't want that to.
I'll do all the research that's required, and I would definitely like.
But there
to
was
talk to Casio.
There was a link tree though on her profile that you can click on, and wowee. There's a free subscription to that one too.
I'm on it. Just for research.
You can follow.
Well, no, I'll let Shane just talk to me and tell me all about it. I'm just kidding. No, but very, very awesome. And
for a later date.
Go check out Brit on OG. She has a free promotion right now, free subscription. Highly recommend. Because you see the picture that Cassia posted, and you're like, wowee. And then you click on that, you're like, holy shit, she's a full-on hardcore. Like, she's not just like I'm an OG model on OF. Like, she's like all in.
Something just doesn't add up.
Oh, somebody, by the way, speaking of Glass Onion, somebody posted on Reddit, I wish this was the third movie of the series.
Okay,
Somebody,
does that work
yeah,
better?
yep, works good now.
So, yeah.
Somebody did it was just a meme, but how awesome was it if that character did like a Muppets movie, like a Muppet mystery movie? Can you imagine, like old school Muppets, like the mystery of who killed Piggy? You know,
If this was the 70s, 80s, that would happen.
dude, and that character working with the Muppets would fit so good. Like, what if he had like a gay relationship with like Fonzie Bear or something? You know, but you know, like they were.
Fozzie Bear, waka, waka, waka.
Any day now, Hollywood is going. Any day now, Hollywood is going to ruin the Muppets, and it's going to be Seth Rogen taking over as the voice of Fozzie Bear. You mark my word right now. It's in my nightmares right now.
You've already ruined it in my mind.
What's up, Kay? Welcome
That's
to the show.
essentially what he is.
Yep, he is a Fozzie Bear. Hey, Kermit! Ah, Fozzie!
I'm a bear. I'm Fozzie Bear.
God, doesn't that just make you want to like boycott, even though they're not doing it? They're just talking about it makes me want to boycott something. Jamba Juice. Kim, how was work today?
It needs to be shelved.
I saw that you were working
Good.
any brutal car accident victims or deaths on your watch?
Hot Cheeto
Not
accidents.
today. Not today.
Hmm.
Recently, yes, but
Oh, did you tell us about it yet? Why don't you tell us about it?
yeah. There was one I got to experience was a car into a wall,
Whoa.
and there ended up being like the car caught on fire. The people got out. We took them to the hospital, and then there ended up being like 2 bombs in the back of the car. that we
Bombs?
didn't
What?
Get the fuck out.
yeah, 2
What kind
pipe
of bombs?
Yeah, like dynamite or
Pipe bombs.
Was this a
pipe
sitcom
bombs?
episode?
They were like PVC filled with
Wait a
whatever, and it made
Vinegar and soda.
There's
What-
terrorists
what
in
is wrong with
Hawaii?
them? Why were they doing that?
Yeah, what's the
They're like,
to be honest, I think they're using it for fireworks.
yeah.
So
I
yeah,
wouldn't-
shit
I
should
wouldn't-
be
I
should be
wouldn't- I
shit
can't
could be called
assume.
pipe bombs if it's just enough fireworks. You know what I mean? I get that more.
Yeah.
Like here in Texas, literally
but it
you could
wasn't
probably
like-
buy
it wasn't-
pipe bombs for like
I-
$10.
I can put the picture of the pipe bombs because
Yeah.
it's all online.
Yeah.
I'll put it in the Discord.
Yeah, put it in the Discord. I want to show it to the streamers.
That pipe bomb.
I want to see that pipe bomb shit. That's fucking crazy. And also hilarious that
Yeah, so that was crazy.
that's considered a pipe bomb in some places. In other places, it's called like the Pikachu explosive or whatever. Like it's marketed as like
yeah, that's what they
super
call it where I'm from.
Yeah, pipe bombs.
If you
Yeah,
let
but I
fireworks
don't know,
off,
these
you
ones
have a
were-
Pikachu
these-
explosion.
device.
These ones were like pipe bomb esque. Like it didn't look like explosives.
Well,
Hold on, I'm
well,
putting it in
yonder,
the Discord.
just
It's also not a
the-
firework.
the fireworks place by my house literally has the Pokemon ball that you light, and it like blows up like it was called like the Pokemon explosion or something like that. Like it like came out like a Pokemon was about to come out, and then I heard it was awesome. It was $112.
We can get firecrackers year round here, right? It's
No.
like South Carolina. You can get them year round
No.
in Texas, right?
No. I thought so also. It's only like a week before a holiday and a week after a holiday. Something like that. Thank God.
Dude, South Carolina, you could go get them motherfuckers 7 days a week, 365.
I'm sure outside of
Alright, I'll put
Austin
it in
city
the
limits.
Discord.
I'm sure out of Austin city limits, Did we look at this last night? I feel like I've seen this before.
Oh no, that's definitely a fucking pipe bomb.
Yeah, that's a different kind of. That's a real pipe bomb.
They were.
Yeah, that's a weapon.
Yeah, it was two of them. One was like didn't have any contents in it, and the other one was full.
What did
the car was on fire?
What did they say the pipe bombs were? Are they terrorist people that just happened and we caught them?
No, we didn't. We didn't ask because we didn't find out till after we took them to the hospital.
And two, did the pipe bombs explode?
And it's not really...
Did the pipe bombs explode when?
No, they did not explode.
Wow.
They were in the back seat, I believe. So
Behind
the fire was in the front. Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, so that was pretty.
Let me I'm trying to show this. Save image as. Save it not on OneDrive. Who the fuck uses OneDrive? Why is this on my computer? Get this out of here. What? What the fuck is OneDrive?
Word shit.
I've
It's
never
Microsoft Word, Excel, and all that shit. It comes with that.
I fucking hate it. And there's been so many times where I've like saved it thinking, oh, I'm saving to my desktop because that's what I choose every day. And then it's saved on some OneDrive. I have to go in there and delete it and then download it. All right.
Yeah, people keep on talking about Bill Gates and vaccine conspiracies. Let's just talk about Bill Gates and fucking OneDrive.
Yeah. That's what I'm fucking saying. And I just saved it to my desktop. Why is it trying to save it as a PNG instead of a fucking JPEG? What is this Windows shit?
PNG's better.
I agree with that. What is this Windows shit statement? I say it a lot.
I shouldn't just I just screenshotted it.
All right. I'm showing it to the. Showing it to the streamers. That is definitely a pipe bomb. And there's no been.
And I didn't take any of these pictures.
Right. This is on the news. This is on the news. So there hasn't been any updates like, oh, these people are going to blow up Hawaii or something.
No.
That's crazy.
Well, I haven't really looked into it. There might be some updates on like their injuries, but that's only what I would know. But
why did they run into a wall? Also, what was the reason?
Charges. There's a lot of like different stories about that. There's a lot of different stories. Couple on the internet, they were saying, what was it? A couple people on the internet were saying that they were fighting and one of them grabbed the wheel or something. I don't know how.
Yeah, you're not. No, you can't blow up. You can't blow up the capital of Hawaii. No, you know what I mean. It seems like there's some terrorist fighting going on.
I've heard that the brakes went out, which I don't believe that story. And what was the other one? They just go speeding around.
The pipe bomb rolled under the brake.
How do you? You know, it seems like if you have pipe bombs, that you would hide them in your.
Crashed on going down a hill, by the way.
But if you have pipe bombs, doesn't it seem like that you would keep it like somewhere, and then when you're about to use it, you put it in your car? You don't just keep the pipe bombs in the back seat. You know what I mean? Like something's not right here. And you said you thought people thought like
using a massive amount of substances.
Right. But you're saying that you think they were using it as fireworks, but that doesn't look like fireworks at all. That looked like That looked like fucking real shit.
Well, fireworks here are like a whole different thing, so I only imagine them like using it to make just the big bombs that blow up.
Is fireworks super legal there?
I don't know.
That's large enough to mortar good fireworks.
Super illegal.
Fireworks up with.
Illegal.
Huh.
Well, the aerials.
Huh. I wonder why. Hawaii seems like a place that would be super legal, because it's like, hey, we're surrounded by water and volcanoes.
I bet
One
those
guy,
service workers at party
what
on the
was
beach
it?
get down to craziness.
Two New Year's, not this last New Year's, but the New Year's before, a guy blew off his
Wiener?
dick. No, he did. He really did. He blew off his wiener. He He was jumping over it and it blew up, and then he had to go to the hospital.
Wow.
And now he's all depressed because he has no wiener anymore.
I know when I was a kid, all the gay kids would put
Yeah.
those little tablets in their butt, they were called snakes, and you would light one side of it, and they would just grow in your asshole. I think they're called snakes.
Okay. All right. All right.
The worst kind of
I
tail.
see where you're going with it. Snakes and sparklers,
That's so
man.
stupid. That's so stupid.
Just because they'll expand and just go in there.
Yeah, Ohio. Unfortunately, in Ohio, I grew up with all the legal fireworks like snake sparklers and those things that you would pull the string and it would pop. Yeah, poppers. It's the dumbest fireworks ever. Like, hey, we're gonna have fun tonight, and you're like, oh, this is just teaching your kids how to be pyro.
You
There's
know,
another,
my dumb ass
interesting
lit
story
those
I
strings
have.
on fire.
What's that, Yonder?
My dumbass lit those little strings on fire. You're supposed to pull the string. And
Oh,
let them shoot
you
out, but I was
dumbass.
trying to
Oh, my
light
God.
'em
That's
'cause I
some
thought
Myrtle
they were a
Beach
fuse.
dumb shit right there. Jesus Christ.
I was stupid. Sorry, Kim, I didn't mean to cut off what you were saying. You're so good.
No, you're good.
Kim, what were you saying?
There's another story. I wasn't working this day, but we've been having lots of rain lately, and it's been flooding. And a fireman fell into a drain and got sucked out, and he went 800 yards and got spat out into the ocean from the storm drain.
Damn.
And almost died.
Oh, he's alive?
though.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Lucky.
He's on life support.
Oh,
but-
no.
Damn.
That fucking sucks.
Yeah. So that was crazy. Yep.
Wow. Janice almost dies every day. I'm pretty surprised that she's alive right now. So I got Janice. As you guys know, Janice uses Theraguns on her face, and she's just scarring up her face.
Yep,
And
terrible
she,
idea.
in 10 years, she's gonna look like Clint Eastwood. But so I found out. I found out that. No, she really is. Literally, she's she has a scar on her chin. She's got a scar on her forehead, and it's almost like she's cutting herself by using a Theragun. So I found out that Theragun has this thing called TheraFace or something like that, and it has and it's made for your face by Theragun. So I bought her that, and it has a bunch of lasers and colors.
Spoiled.
And it also can electrocute your face.
Only for 11 more months.
Yeah, only for 11 more months. That's right.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Nothing. Everything's cool. here.
Everything's fine.
It's all cool.
What does that mean?
What the fuck just happened?
For your birthday.
Oh.
We got different scripts this week.
Shane is actually using a beta script that he's really trying to push a new storyline. Why don't you explain it to everybody, Shane? What's the 11 months mean?
Well, 11 months is when Girly turns 30. Then we have to.
Oh, yeah, she's too old for us. That's right. God damn, who's going to date a 30-year-old woman nowadays? I mean, come on.
You know, last
Oh, Janice, I'm gonna send you a picture, and I don't know if it's Korean or Japanese, but I think it's Japanese.
Okay.
Janice almost got
On
in a
Instagram?
fight with a bunch
Yeah,
of
I'll send
hipsters and a Japanese woman.
What?
It did.
Was she a Japanese hipster, or she was just Japanese with the hipster?
No, they were out of their minds. A Japanese woman married with children to a hipster.
That seems so weird too. Like, usually Japanese women don't like date hipsters. Like hipsters and Japanese women don't usually
with
go
the
together.
White dude, yeah, they do.
I mean, nerds like video game guys or old men, but Japanese people don't usually like go towards like people with tight jeans and record collections.
Yeah, they do.
I
if
guess.
you go to a Japanese
Record
grocery store, that's like all
do.
you see. That's Japanese,
good-
Kim.
Oh, okay.
If it looks like monsters, it's either Japanese or Chinese. If it looks like just lines, then it's Korean.
Great. Okay.
Janice, tell us your story, not using any information.
Alright. Let's see. So, okay. So I was helping this woman, okay? Giving her forms to fill out. It's a whole process that we go through.
And to be fair, you work at a Chuck E. Cheese, and you're in charge of the
Yes.
ball pit of a Chuck E. Cheese.
Yes, yeah. So she brought 3 kids with her. They were 2 years old, 2 years old, and 3 years old. They were nightmares. They were like human minions. Like the whole time they're like, hoo, 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 hoo. And just to speed up the check-in process, I do like 2 groups at once, cause whatever. And at one point I just look to the kids and I go shh, like I put my finger up to my mouth and I go shh.
Because they were screaming. They were screaming. They were screaming and.
They were literally going, ooh, 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 ooh. They were like minions, like little monkeys. And my mom wasn't saying shit. So I went shh to her. Anyway, that didn't do anything. I thought it was okay, but at the time, I guess it was strike 1 for that woman in her head.
The Japanese woman.
Or make any like, yeah. And so she's filling out the forms. It's pretty expensive. It's extensive, like liability and all that. And the kids were just being wild. Like, you know those ropey line things where you can pull out the rope and like make your own line for people?
Movie theaters use them all the time.
Yeah.
The
So they were
elastic
like,
one.
yeah, they were
Post and
playing
rope,
with
they're
that.
bars.
They were just running around the store, being very bad kids. And so I was like, oh, so just so you know, if they continue to misbehave inside, I will have to ask you to leave. I just said that. And she's like, okay, let me call my husband, okay? And I thought she was calling him so he could help her wrangle the monsters while she fills out the fucking forms. And I was like, okay, no problem. Set aside what she's doing while she goes and makes her phone call. Anyway, this whole time they're continuing to be monsters. They're like wrapping the ropey thing around their necks. You know, they're like knocking it over. They're just to the point where another coworker from another department comes over and they're like, oh no, don't do that to those kids. And the mom's just standing there watching and not doing shit. Anyway, helping other customer, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden this white dude in like this tight Mario t-shirt and skinny jeans. Like, who wears skinny jeans these days anymore? Anyway, and like the Justin Bieber haircut comes over and he goes, excuse me, I don't like the way that you talk to my wife. And I'm like, what? And then I look behind him and it's the kids and the Japanese lady watching, or the Japanese lady's watching. The kids at this point are banging on the furniture that we sell, by the way, like thousands of dollars worth of furniture.
Chuck E. Cheese got
Some
into
of
the
these
furniture
pieces are,
business.
Oh yeah, shit. Sorry. Anyway, so just very expensive things. They're like actually like to the not to the point where it's like just like touching or like interacting with the items. It's like banging and pounding and just wild shit. And he's like, I don't like the way that you talk to my wife. First you shush my kids, and then you tell her you're gonna kick them out even before they do anything. And I'm like, look what they're doing now. Like, I pointed towards their direction, and then he was like, if you don't understand how children are, especially at this age, then you shouldn't be in there. And then I was like,
I wish I was on the sideline of that.
Dude, I hear this story and I just want to like go to her work and dress up as a kid, and like when this shit happens, I just want to come over and go, you know what I mean? Like I want to act like a little monkey.
Well, what did
I never drop kick a kid in the face.
Yeah.
There's a time and a place for it.
And then he was like, what I really wanted to say to that was, do you know how many kids I actually interact with every single day? I have never seen children as bad as yours and parents who do nothing about it as much as you guys are.
You should have said that, and then you should have just
Don't say anything you're gonna regret.
And you should have said that, and you should have like went to the kitchen, grabbed one of those pizzas, and just smashed it on his face, and go, what are you gonna hit a woman, and then walk out. And
ate it in front of me.
All right.
My favorite thing in retail. Oh, sorry, go.
Yeah, well, no. What's your favorite thing in retail?
No. Is there any more to the story,
like
Janice?
If I get someone like that.
Yeah, I want to know what happens.
Yeah, what happens after all that?
Yeah.
So, what else did he say? So he says you shouldn't be in there. And
You said the manager.
And just so you know, because and he keeps going because he can tell that I have my mask on because I don't want these kids to get me sick. But this whole time I just have like my eyebrows going higher and higher and arching, like, you know, that like where it's like opposite, like
super.
Yeah, like what. Or like one side is like this and the other one's higher, like I'm going like, what the fuck, you know? And I'm not saying anything, like after I said, okay, sir, look at what your kids are doing right now. After I say that, I'm not saying anything. And so he goes, and just so you know.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh no.
Your audio cut out, Janice. Janice, your audio cut out.
Headsets. She's back. Oh.
No.
Who are these people?
Janice, what happened to your audio?
What does Japan have?
They came into
they
the
took out
virtual
Shane.
world and.
What? She got disconnected. Oh shit, is VR crashing right now?
Wow.
Did Shane crash also? Shane is on the
Tell her
bottom of
to
the
come
pool.
finish the
Oh my!
story
Oh,
on
Shane's
yours.
just hanging out as Janice on the bottom of a pool. She'll be back. That's a cliffhanger. I actually
Remind me,
know.
I'm 30.
I actually know what she was going to say, and if worse comes to worse, I'll act like Janice. I have a good Korean Asian woman voice I could use, but I have a feeling she'll be back soon. But I that's one thing I do not miss. You know, I worked as a waiter for over 10 years. I worked retail all the other years. I worked at many movie theaters for long periods of time, and that customer is always right bullshit and all that stuff, you know, is some of the worst, annoying, stressful things. Like, I don't miss that shit about real, like, ever since I've been a comedian and ever since I worked for Joe Rogan, I don't work like a real job. I'm pretty much, you know, my own boss and my own rules. If I don't want to talk to somebody, I'll tell them to fuck off and walk away. I don't give a fuck. But having to, like, almost bite your lip and swallow your pride for, like, that shit. Like, Janice should have been just like, get your fucking kids and get out of here, you bitch. You know what I mean? Like, I would have loved to have seen that. I would be like, Janice, you'll never have to work again. You know that. You don't have to work again. But if you were to say that and, like, record it, that would have been the best thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh, she's back. All right, Toe is back, guys.
Okay.
I was killing time
so,
for you.
So then he goes, thank you. And so he goes, and just so you know, I was about to spend a lot of money here, and just because of you, I'm not going to. And I forget what I said at that point, but he actually said that twice because clearly he wasn't getting to me enough.
Yep.
Yeah. And then you said.
So I was like, okay, and then he starts walking away. And I was like, okay, well, sorry about that. I don't know what to say. He starts walking away, and I was like, did you want to talk to a manager? And he goes, no, I've said everything I need to say. And he just takes his monsters.
I
So my
love that
favourite
shit.
Last thing to say to assholes like that, like just as they're like, it's the last earshot, they've turned, and you've got to do it. So they've actually started walking away from you. So they think everything's done. And the last thing I'd say is, have a day. So not have a nice day, not have a good day, just have a day. And you'll watch the little fuse as that settles in and they process it and they have to turn back around. And at that point, I'm just sitting there smiling and fucking waving, staring straight in their eyes. And
Now,
they can't do anything. Like, you can't get fired for that.
Now, Janice, you've kind of hinted at, like, maybe I don't want to work anymore. Maybe I do want to come back full time, just editing videos.
Yeah, I don't think working's for me.
Yeah, I've said this ever since I've met you. But before you do that, you know, you only live like 10 minutes, or you only work like 10 minutes away from me. Like, when this shit happens, there should be an emergency code that you send me, and I will dress up, fake beard or fake hair, fake mustache, glasses, and I'll come there with my little secret cameras, and I'll just fuck with these people. You know, like if I would have known that, and that guy was just like, we're gonna go shopping, fuck you, or whatever, I could come over there and find the guy, film the guy, and just start farting on him. Like, I'll just like stand next to him with a fake fart machine or something. Try to get some content.
Hitting on his wife.
Yeah, hit on his wife. I'll just be like, Janice, and like just grab her tits and take a little squeeze.
Oh, and you know what else? And these people, they were like in their early 30s. They were young parents. And you know what? This is what the world hates about fucking millennials. Is that they're so fucking soft that they couldn't handle their kids being shushed at.
Yeah.
Or like saying, hey, if you don't follow the rules, you can't stay in here, just so you know. I'm giving you a fair warning. They couldn't handle that.
Yep. But you know what's great about those kind of people? The best thing about those kind of people is when they get pulled over by a cop and tackled and beat the shit. You know what I mean? Like, that is why, like,
The first taste of pepper spray.
Yeah, that's why Cops and that show that got canceled during Black Lives Matter, that used to be like the #1 show in the world, and then they canceled it because everyone, it was like, you can't like cops right now. What's that other cop show called? Remember the one that we watched every week?
Oh, yeah.
It was like something
Live
live.
PD.
Live PD.
Oh, yeah.
God, do you remember how awesome Live PD was? And literally, they got canceled because of the riots and shit and the Black Lives Matter shit right before.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
That's the best part about the show, though. It's like seeing those people get like pulled over and be like, "You have no right," and then the cop goes, "Oh, step out right now." And like, "No, I'm not stepping out." And then they just bring the dog in there to bite them.
Yeah. You know what's fun about customer service though is that you actually get to say no to these people, and you get to like watch their reactions where they're like, "Oh my God, this rarely happens in my life." It was where I get told I can't do something.
Yeah, it's kind of
Or I have
great.
to follow the rules like everyone else. Like
Kinda
yeah, I enjoy being that deliberate.
Oh my God. You're speaking words that I've said many times before. I love being the person that gives someone an answer they're not used to getting.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
I've never been.
Love that so much.
I've never been treated this way at
That's why I
Chick-fil-A.
like standing out
Grown
front.
adults.
When I was working the door, standing out front, somebody that comes outside and they're like trying to bargain with me to get back in after they've already been kicked out, I love telling somebody no.
It's really nice.
Like, unless, I mean, if it was like a comic and I want to let them in, I just can't because of whatever. I feel bad about telling them no. But if it's somebody that just doesn't deserve to come in.
By the
I
way,
love it.
it's been over 7 years. I mean, it's way over 7 years. It's been like almost 15 years, so I can say this. And I even think I already said it on J or E a long time ago. But when I was a waiter and we had like bad customers, you know, like the customers that you're just like treating you like shit, and people like those millennials. One of my favorite things ever was when I got their food, and I would do this in front of the whole entire kitchen staff. I would like grab their steak and just wipe it on my dick and balls in front of everybody, and then put it back on their plate. Like I would really fuck. Like I was like the bad boy of, let's just say, Applebee's. I was the bad boy of Applebee's. You know, everyone was like, "Oh God, Brian's angry. What's he gonna do with those chicken nuggets? Oh, it's in his asshole." Yeah, you know.
Gross.
And I could just imagine that was me
I was gonna.
20 years ago or whatever. I can't even imagine. I'm sure that shit happens all the time. That's why you have to be nice to everybody. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they put it on TikTok.
So it's weird when like
was
shit
gonna
like
say,
that
'cause,
happens
like,
nowadays. What you say, Kim? I'm sorry.
What, Kim?
I was gonna say no. It's not, most. I feel like most like real Japanese kids, like they're in with Japanese parents, like are really well behaved.
Okay,
Like
so let me tell
here-
you about this woman.
That whitey
She
came
was
in the
not a
mix.
normal Japanese woman.
Well, she definitely
Oh.
seemed like she was
Like
very
Japanese from Japan.
respectful to
Yeah.
you.
Well,
I mean, like,
she had an accent.
huh? What kind of accent?
She was Japanese in that she didn't tell me anything about how she felt offended. She didn't show any of that shit. She
That's
just went
normal
straight to her
Japanese.
husband, let him handle it.
That's normal Japanese.
However, she was wearing leggings that had the faces of her 3 kids printed all over them.
That's very Texas Japanese.
Yeah.
That's Texas Japanese.
So in Australia, usually they're tattoos.
Oh, by the way, Janice,
So
I
I
would
have a
be
feeling-
so happy if this like ends up being like you didn't even know that you got TikToked. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna be canceled for all this. Like if you become the bad person for all this, and like, what if you are on TikTok right now?
Maybe you were being cloned.
Yeah. What if you were being
I wanna see
TikToked?
I think I handled it perfectly though, so I'm.
But-
okay with it
Ashton
being
Kutcher that came in?
You know what's funny about this whole thing, though? What if Janice is like admitting something that she did, but she's embarrassed or shy about, that we find out later on TikTok? Like, Janice, you didn't say anything about grabbing the one kid and spitting in his mouth. Like, what was that about?
Or maybe she's so Japanese she didn't like you because you're Korean.
Yeah. Or maybe she was Chinese.
Half my face covered.
Maybe she was Chinese acting like Japanese, and she knew you were Korean and about to give it, like, you know, foil her. Or, like,
That
oh,
would have
she's
been
going
a
to call
great
me out.
photo Too. Like, you don't get
She's
to do this. Look what your
undercover
country did to
Chinese.
the house during the war.
Japanese.
Maybe everyone that is in their lives have already told them that their kids are just giant cunts and that they don't have any friends that want to hang out with them anymore. And it's just like reopening an old wound because
Yeah.
they know that their children are pieces of
Yeah.
shit.
They're probably
And
both like
that's what it is.
tech bros, and they're probably like no time for their kids. They're like typical like worst parents ever. Like, oh my god, what are we gonna do with the kids?
No,
All right.
I think what it is their parents ignored them and treated them like shit, so now they're
Yep.
letting their kids get away with everything.
Yeah.
Well, that's their standard. That's what they think it is.
just-
Yeah, that's
they're
what they
soft
think parenting
parenting.
is. No rules. We're gonna be the cool parents.
They had rules when
This
they
is
were
normal for a
kids, and
3-year-old.
they want to be a friend.
Ah, fuck kids.
I love hearing all this parent stuff from you, non-child owners.
Oh,
Yeah,
we have. I'm sorry, I
uh,
forgot that we do have a daddy here. We do have a daddy. Of all the people, we have a daddy here.
Yeah, what do you think of all this, Shane?
I say shit. Just kidding.
Yeah. Do you
I was
discipline your kids?
I was always brutal to my kids because I always viewed them as an extension of me. So if they were being wilding out, I had to bring that shit in because otherwise people would look at me and be like, "This guy fucking sucks."
Yeah, that's how I would
That's what we
be.
do.
That's how
what
I
we
would
do.
be.
We look at you and
Yep.
judge.
Yeah. I look
Eh.
at those kids and I'm like, man, their parents are probably assholes too.
Mm-hmm,
That's probably why those kids are like that.
I was raised good though. My parents were awesome, and they raised me like awesome and nice and normal and kind of hippie.
And look how you
And
turned out.
no, and my sister, like I have 2 nephews, and my sister, you know, raised them like my mom raised us, and they're great. They're great kids and everything. It is definitely a parent thing, and that's why all these serial killers and mass murders and shit, like, it's almost like, hey, that's your kid. You're kind of responsible. Let's just say you're 50% responsible if your kid murders and shoots up a school and stuff. You know what I mean? Maybe we have to be harder. Kids should be more
I
of
did have some pretty emotional child rearing things though.
You fucked your kid in the butt? What's child rearing?
Child rearing, no. Like one example, I got over emotional, but it was a great lesson. They all still talk about it this day. We were somewhere and I got the kids snacks or whatever, and my son Sebastian had an apple. And for whatever reason, my mom goes, "Oh, give me a bite of your apple." He was like, "No." I'm like, "Sebastian, give me that apple." And he gave it to me, and I threw it out the window.
Whoa. Wow, that's badass, dude. That's a good lesson to teach your kid, though, because that's badass.
Exactly.
How
I'm
old
like,
was
"You
your
wanna
kid?"
share?" Well, then he was, I don't know, fucking like 9 or 10, somewhere in there.
Oh, that's old enough.
But that was a good sharing lesson.
Hmm.
Give me that fucking apple.
Yeah, I had great.
remember
I
one
had
time
great.
I got arrested, and my mom, like my mom had to come pick me up at the park that we got arrested at, and she came down in her pajamas, and they were like pajamas with all kind of Asian Chinese food on it, like on the pants, like
Aw.
prints, like egg rolls and stuff. And she came down and started yelling at me, and I was like crying. And the cop told my friends, like, "Well, I would have much rather went to jail than be picked up by my mom and yelled at in front of all my friends." And I never got arrested again after that.
Man, I could
On
go
the
with some
soundtrack to
Chinese
that
food.
says, "If they see me rolling."
It is weird though. Like parenting is so weird. This girl I dated in high school, she went to the high school near my house. Like she was like the people we played against in football and stuff. So she was pretty much in the enemy's high school. But she was hot. She was half Mexican, half white, and that was very rare in Ohio. Like it was like, oh my God, she's like tan all the time. You know, we didn't have any. We had like 2 Japanese people at our high school and 3 black guys. You know, that's it. And I dated her, but her dad. Let's just change the company, but make it the same. Her dad was the president of HP. Let's just say that, all right? Like, super fucking rich. And they lived in the richest place in Columbus, Ohio. They lived on a golf course, which is one of the biggest golf courses in the world. And as a junior and a senior, I was allowed to like go to her house and sleep with her in bed, and the parents would come in and be like, "All right, good night, guys." Like when I was 17 to 18. And my dad and my parents were like, "That's cool." if it's cool with them, that's cool with me. And because I'm sure that
yeah, you're the dude. Your parents are probably okay with it.
right.
It's weird that her parents are okay with it.
But what was weird is that, yeah, it was, and even when I was a kid, I was like, this is the greatest thing ever. But also, like, I can't believe I'm in bed and they just said goodnight to me. Like, oh my God. And I had to, like, wake up at, like, 5:30 a.m. and they gave me a key to their house, their mansion. They gave me a key to their house so I could, like, leave to go home, take a shower, get all that pussy juice off me, do my homework, and go to college or go to high school. It was so weird. And looking back at it, I was like, yeah, that's definitely not normal. That's definitely not normal. And
I had a similar experience though.
And by the way, real quick, the dad of that relationship or that whole thing, really huge successful guy. And I can't talk about who he is or anything like that. He recently passed, and that was my first threesome with that girl that I dated. That was the girl we fucked. That was our manager. We worked together. And the manager's 18th birthday, and we were both 17. She invited us to her house for her 18th birthday, where her mom got us a keg, and just us three drank in the basement together, and then all had a threesome when we were 17, and that was our manager. And I remember we're all like laying together, and the mom of the woman who turned 18, our boss, came downstairs and goes, "You guys doing okay? You want to eat breakfast?" And I'm just like in the middle of two girls, my girlfriend and my boss. Like, yeah, everything's fine. I'm good there. Like,
that's some boomer parenting right there.
It's also like, that's how I grew up.
From all that fugging.
That's how I grew up. And now, by the way, that girl, our manager, is a cop now. Like, so, cop fetish.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. Shane, you ever have a threesome?
Hell no.
That's a great answer, because it's like, hell no, I didn't have one. Fuck that shit. Jesus all day.
Hell no. Fuck that shit.
Zen, you ever have a threesome this month?
This month?
Just
That's
kidding.
asking a lot. No, I have not had a threesome in the last month.
Have you ever had a threesome?
Yeah, back in the day.
Please let it be two girls and not a Hans situation.
No, two girls. It was actually more like
Thank fucking God.
a twosome plus one, more than like a threesome, to be honest.
Ooh. So meaning there was like a girl there, and it was kind of like, what are you doing here? Instead of like, let's...
No. Involved, but like, not like, yeah, like
Right.
secondary.
Yeah. Like, yeah, those are better. Those are way better. That kind of threesomes, way better. Jaybird's here. Jaybird, I feel like, you know, you've been in a threesome.
So in college, I did get in a threesome. It was not a long experience. It was like, okay, tag out.
So you were at a threesome with other people, or like the two girls were just like, no, we're doing our own thing. You can come here for a bit.
Threesome.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I was a part of the threesome like that. And then the girls were into it more than like, they were letting me get into it. If it was one of those kind of
I see. Well, now that's a good threesome also, like two girl couples, and then you're just kind of there, and they're like, you want to? It's better than a Hitachi.
You're the
Yeah.
plus one.
Yeah,
But
them
I've
plus
only
one.
one experience in my life. I've only had one.
Little boy toy.
Now, Kay,
In college.
you ever fuck a kangaroo and its kids?
Only in its pouch.
Have you had a threesome?
No, I had a lot of bi girlfriends, but didn't want to fuck the relationship up. Just sort of going for night of fun. Had like girls making out on, sitting on my lap and stuff like that. But no, had a lot of bi girlfriends though. Feels like wasted opportunity, but I prefer the relationships than just the, you know, all the bullshit that can come after that. I'm putting it at risk.
Yeah, so that threesome I was in with my girlfriend and our boss, it was like those two like had talked about it beforehand, and they were like, because I didn't know anything about it. I thought we were just all hanging out, drinking, very innocent Brian. And then out of nowhere, my girlfriend's like, hey, let's all have sex together. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then I remember my girlfriend going, no, fuck her in the butthole. And I'm like, wait, I'm only 17. What are you talking about? Fuck her in the butt? Like, and like my girlfriend was telling me what to do. It was really weird. And then the next day or a couple of days later, we broke up because of it. Like, we dated for 2 years, and because of that threesome, we broke up. Like, something wasn't right. It was really fucking weird.
Well, it makes sense. She was also just 17. She could have thought, like, it would have been hot or, like, cool to do. But then, like, afterwards, she sees it happening. She's like, I wasn't ready for that. You know?
Yep. That's exactly what it was. And it scarred me. I was like, threesomes ruined my life. But then I had 2 more, and both of them did the same thing. I am against any kind of threesome. It's actually, I had 4 threesomes, and all 4 of them have ended everything and been horrible.
Dude, I've had a couple, and I can see all. I could if I saw any of the 4 girls involved in either of them right now, they would run to me and give me a huge hug and tell me that it is so good to see me and that they have missed me. Yes.
Wow. I think all the ones I was in. I think all the ones I was in was like, there was things that I was unaware about, and then when it happened, it was like, it just ruined all the thing. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like I was like as an example, the girl I dated for 2 years and our boss, like, they were already talking about this night beforehand, and to the point where my girlfriend's telling me to do things to her, and like, I was like, looking back at it, I was like, wow, this seems really planned out. And then it ended after, like, it's almost like, all right, this is like, all the ones I have been in have always been like that, though. Like, it's almost like I've been in, like, whoever said it, +1, Zen. Like, I was a +1. You know what I mean? Like,
+1 and done, sounds like.
Right.
Hey, dude, the +1 spot's not a bad spot to be in. You just don't want to be in that spot the whole time.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you guys saw the Kill Tony where Hans talked about having a threesome recently, but it was 2 guys and an autistic chuckle fucker. All right, 1.
Yeah, that's just gay.
Watch out for chuckle fuckers. But 2, autistic chuckle fuckers, you got to really watch out. And 3, I'm never going to do a threesome with another guy. You know, if you ever want to have a fuck a girl, but you have to be there with your friend at the same time, go out back, put a Pornhub on your phone, masturbate within 5 minutes. Easy to do. I can do it. I'm an old man. I can masturbate within a minute. But do it real quick. Get it out of your system and then think about it. Would you guys ever have a threesome with 2 dudes, Jay?
You're sounding a little homophobic, Brian.
No.
You're sounding a little homophobic.
No.
It messes up a friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely does.
I don't want to do a threesome with my boy.
You can't high five away from that.
It doesn't have to be with a friend.
Janice, you and your girls and your lesbian sex, it's different than guys, I think.
No, I would never have lesbian sex with a friend.
And I don't want to have lesbian sex with a guy friend.
I would do it with
Different.
someone that I don't have to see a lot, where the relationship is strictly based on sex. They're not I won't run into them at work. I won't run into them at the bar I hang out with.
Hey, look, I
won't
can
run into
fly
them
some
at school.
Japanese women in tomorrow if you want.
They basically have to be a hooker.
Banging Japanese. I'm really banging
They'd have to be from out of town.
Well, I don't know if you ever ate Pixel before. That was a pixelated joke. No one got it. No one saw it.
Jav pixels.
Jaybird, would you ever do that?
So I was gonna say I had a friend, okay, who was in a couple. He had a girlfriend, and then this was in high school, and there was another like friend group with a couple, and they got together, and it completely ruined like all their relationships.
Yep.
It was really bad. And I don't think like I could do it with a friend either. Like it would just be a little too weird. Like So said, you would have to like if it was another guy, it would have to be a guy that like the girl was really into, and the girl was really hot. Then maybe it could happen.
Like Skittles and Brit Brat.
Somewhere Gigi's watching this and he's going, "Stand down, Kay! Stand down, Kay! Stand down!"
Everyone
You just got reported,
I
motherfucker.
had to imagine it. Oh
I
my
wouldn't
god.
request that either. It would have to been thing like, yeah, an invite.
Oh, that's hilarious. Sorry.
Not doing any of that.
That's funny as
It was
fuck.
on someone's yacht or some crazy shit.
There was one time.
If it was someone I knew, I would have to get like obliterated drunk. And I would have to know that they were obliterated drunk also, so the next day or for the rest of our lives we could just be like, that didn't really count. You know? We both barely remember it, right? Right?
Yeah.
There was one time where when you're at the Comedy Store, you meet a lot of people. You don't really know their real story. And that's kind of beautiful about it. Like, you're meeting people that are a little different, that usually have money. And maybe they're not telling you what they do, but there's probably something awesome behind them. You know, they're a little out there more
Or
than
they're
normal
living
people.
in a car.
For the most part, you can tell that, though. So I met this one girl, and like a supermodel. I'm like, she just came up to me and started talking. I'm like, oh, hey, nice to meet you. Never did anything with her. And she would always just like come in and just be very positive and nice. And then one day she was there with another girl that was like, all right, you just hang out with like Victoria's Secret girls all the time? Like, what's going on? She goes, you want to come with us? We're going to go to this dude's apartment. Like, he's one of like the richest people in LA. It would be great if you came with us. And I was like, all right, I'll come with you. So, like, went over there, hung out with them, met the guy. The guy was like, older guy, gray hair, think he was gay, but he just sat in the couch, and I like walked into these two, there was other people there, like it was like a little party, like 10 people, but the second I walked in, he wouldn't stop looking at me the whole time. Everywhere I walked, his eyes were like locked on me like gay shit, right? And then the two hot girls were just like, Brian, will you drag us around on the ground and act like you're playing Mario Kart with our bodies? Or something like that. I don't know, it was something like that. And I just remember I was like, all right, fine. And so like, because it was like a big wooden floor that was really waxy or something. So we just like I pulled them around like we were doing like race car stuff.
Waxy
you know,
face.
like it was funny. And the whole time, the rich dude's just sitting there ignoring everyone that's talking to him, just stare. I would look up and be like, why is he still staring at me while I'm doing my Mario Kart thing?
If
And it
anyone
was-
has that videotape, could they please
Yes,
send it in
please.
the virtual
I would
redban
love
at
to see it.
gmail.com?
I would love to see it. So I haven't talked to By the way, so what ended up happening, that happened like for an hour, and I'm like, I started getting creeped out, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go home. I may drive home drunk. And I left those two girls at that place, no idea what's going on. And recently, I would probably say a year ago, one of those girls just like reached out and she goes, remember that one time we went to that weird dude's apartment? And I'm like, yes. And then she didn't write back and her Twitter is deleted. And I spent the last couple of days trying to find her on any social media and it's all gone.
Ever seen the movie Eyes Wide Shut? Just saying.
What if that dude was like something weird, like Jeffrey Epstein or something? Like, what if I'm not putting the two together? You know what I mean? Like, what if it was something weird, some weird Hollywood shit?
Yeah.
Because I do remember that girl like said, do you want to meet the richest person in LA? And it literally was like some like high rise that I don't even know. It was like the top floor. It was a huge place. Like, this is crazy.
Is this why you don't have a Wikipedia?
Heyo.
Yep. Is this why your YouTube is shadowed for realsies? Damn. That's craziness.
You're more Eddie Bravo than Eddie Bravo is.
Oh, here's a fun Eddie
Sorry, I was
Bravo
gonna
story real
sorry.
quick. Love Eddie. Eddie's my buddy. Love him. Big kisses. He's family. He's a brother. But, you know, Eddie is a conspiracy theorist like Sam has become. And it is sometimes, you know, I like the whole conspiracy thing. You know, Eddie's always been a conspiracy theory guy. I'm friends with a lot of conspiracy guys. But you know what I never saw? When I stopped doing JRE every week, I kind of stopped watching because it was like one of those things I'm like, all right, then I'll just focus on my energy on other podcasts. So I missed a lot of episodes. And recently, for some reason, YouTube, the algorithm, has been recommending random old school episodes of JRE. And there was one, it was Eddie Bravo and I think Brendan Schaub. It must have been early Brendan Schaub days. But where Eddie and Joe get in a fight about flat Earth, I didn't know that. I always joke to Joe about Eddie and flat Earth as a joke. But I didn't know there was an actual like argument fight where Eddie was defending flat Earth to the point where they were having a screaming match together. I had never seen that before, and it was
kind of like
fucking crazy. Holy shit!
Watching Joe just trying to get it through his head
God.
that Eddie's accepted it, and then trying to work out how to approach talking to Eddie through that is hilarious. Just him, just
I've never
like
seen that before.
What? But
holy
so
shit,
good.
that's so crazy. And it's crazy because I just joked about that like Joe probably thought that I had seen that before. And every time I go, because every time I joke about Eddie to Joe, it usually is like, oh, when is the flat earth going to come down and squish us? Or, you know what I mean? As a joke. Because that's like a conspiracy theory. Like, you know, if you're talking about Alex Jones or Sam, like, oh, just say flat earth or, you know, JFK or something. And that's just like a generic thing to say. So I would always say that to Joe as generic saying to say, I didn't know there was like actually like shit behind it. Like every time Joe's probably like, stop rubbing it in, Brian. We all think about Eddie saying that all day long. Oh my God.
I think that was a fight companion or something. I remember that one.
Yeah.
This is like RSS feeds all over.
Now, again, I don't watch much of any podcast at all. Was there ever an update about the flat Earth with Eddie and Joe, or was that one of those things like let's just not talk about it, let's just move on?
No, I think it might have been brushed again on another episode, but not like the rabbit hole. Like they both had enough respect to just disagree.
Well, that's the proper
yeah,
way
I'm
to
pretty
do
sure
it,
it came
for
up
sure.
again.
That's the proper way
Yeah,
to do it.
it's just respect.
But
so everything's real. It's all on point. Yeah.
It is, but it's also really concerning if out of nowhere, if Janice, started going, no, the flat Earth shit, and like every day she's like talking about flat Earth, and she won't shut up about it. And I will tell her like, look, Janice, we have to agree to disagree. And she goes, no, we're not disagreeing. If it, like she became obsessed about
only
it, and
two
like
words to prove it wrong. Google Earth.
Mm-hmm. Or anytime you're in a fucking airplane looking down at the Earth, it's not a straight line that you're looking down.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I mean,
it's like this fucking thing right here that I'm
to come
standing
up with
next to. See this fucking wooden fence thing? That's what it looks like when you're really high up. It's not fucking flat. Do you even know what flat is? Come on, dude. It started off as
We're not flat earthers. You know that, right?
It started off as a joke on 4chan.
No,
And if you
know what?
believe
I think
it
I am.
still.
I think I believe it.
All right. You know what? I believe it. I was just kidding.
You know what? I think there's an ice wall out there, and you get past the ice wall, and that's where the
it just
lizard
stops.
people live.
Yep, it just stops.
That's all I need.
They live in the
everything I want.
core. They don't.
Yeah, they need the heat.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I can't keep my eyes open. I'm so tired.
Do
Oh, yeah.
coke, do coke, do coke, do coke.
Good night.
I can't do good. Okay, good night. I'll see you next time.
Oh, get an Adderall
Adderall.
prescription. Get an Adderall prescription.
I know. Most of us should do that.
Do you know that there's an Adderall?
you're
Do you guys
on
know there's an Adderall shortage right now? Adderall and eggs. You put Adderall, eggs, PS5, and do a combo thing on Etsy right now. You could sell it for $3,000.
You know, I tried to get my prescription filled the other day, but they were out of all of them.
Oh, god damn son of a bitch.
Got him.
Good thing you stuck around for that, Kim. Oh.
I would like to give Adderall a second chance because on paper it seems like I would love it.
No,
but I read a couple of things the other day about the Adderall. I heard Tony talk about this on Kill Tony a few times. I didn't know there was an actual Adderall like shortage going on. And I read a couple articles from like real websites where the people writing are like, yeah, I've been doing Adderall for like 10 years and you hear why and like ADHD and all that shit. But then you're also starting to think like, no, dude, you're addicted to cocaine. That's it. You're a coke addict that's going through your doctor and you're freaking out writing an article right now about it. It's all the same shit. It's like, are you paying the fucking pharmacy or are you paying Pablo in the parking lot?
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, can we all agree that Shane's avatar right now is one of the creepiest, weirdest things in the whole entire world? Oh my God! Janice! Tell that kid to shh. Give him the AMC treatment. Give him the AMC treatment.
I'll do what I want.
I'll do what I want.
Fuck it. Hey, did you just
do
tell
what
me
I
to
want.
shush?
Chow?
Hold up.
I'm gonna wrangle you.
Get it.
Hold up. I'm gonna get my mom over here. Lady,
Oh my God.
just
Ma'am.
talk to my child in a way.
Yes, ma'am.
Some sort of
we
way?
can't have that kind of behavior around here. I'm sorry. It's way too disruptive.
Okay,
And it's
hold
very
on. I gotta make a
distracting.
call.
And now Shane, real quick, cut. Shane, come back into the camera picture. We need to try this again real quick.
Yep.
Hold on real quick. Let me angle this up. This time I want you to act dismissive and go, and then act like you're reaching for your phone to call your husband, all right? So don't move around. I'm gonna get a close up. All right, let's go back to Janice saying that you'll kick her out if the kids go cradle, And I want you to grab your crotch and act like your phone's inside your fucking tight ass Japanese pussy, and pull it out and make a phone call to your husband. All right. 3, 2, 1, action. Don't Shane. All right, cut. Shane, you can't move around, Shane.
Oh.
Do you know how Hollywood works? I'll move around.
Let me just get an appropriate distance from her face.
All right.
I gotta be looking at my victim.
Okay.
Okay, go.
All right, hold on. All right. Okay, do we got roll it? 3, 2, 1, action.
What'd you just say to my child?
Oh, sorry, sir. Your children
Cut!
are being very
Cut!
loud.
Cut!
Do I look like a man to you?
Oh, God. We'll keep this in the back, the Easter eggs. All right, Janice, you're talking to the Japanese mom. You're the one that wrote this script, so you fucking up is somehow connected to your driving skills. Let's start this over. All right, let's go from the start.
Well,
Kid, lady,
I don't know how my driving skills are these days. Do you?
Let's not find out.
Talk about that?
Let's not find out. All right, 3, 2, take it from the top. 1, action.
Hey, lady, you just talking to my kids in such a way?
Yeah, so
Don't appreciate it.
that's not what happens in this script, okay? But are we gonna just roll with it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, lady,
Oh,
you gotta spank your kids a little bit more, lady. Do you want me to do it for you? You want me to spank your kids?
I gotta make a phone call. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Make a phone call.
Alright, you go do that.
Oh, it's in her vagina.
Yo, gotta get down here and straighten this bitch out. You're disrespecting our children. Okay, hurry your ass up. You know where I'm at.
Another Mexican
I'm
Asian.
waiting.
All right, Kay, can you take over the role real quick of the douchey boyfriend? Elon, action. 3, 2,
Oh
1.
no! Is that
Action.
me? Is that my face?
No, that's
You can't be talking my wife like that.
Okay, sir. How exactly did I talk to your wife?
Badly.
All right.
My
sir,
children fine.
Look behind you, sir. Look
in my
with
eyes.
your
I'll act like the kid.
All right. You need to leave, sir. Did you want to talk to a manager?
No.
You manage this, bitch.
Okay.
Oh,
Do
get
you
that
see what
kid.
your child just said?
Hey, kid. Hey, kid. You want to start a podcast?
Shit, yeah. Let's go.
You got a TikTok?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do it. And cut. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming out for a new opening of me and Shane's new podcast, where Shane acts like a little boy and I act like an adult that found him in a parking lot. That's the whole podcast idea. We're trying new ideas in the podcast universe.
Different parking lots
That's never been done.
Each episode, or
No, it's mostly role play where Shane has to act like a little boy in a parking lot, and I'm just like a guy that collects
Not that
parts.
hard of a stretch.
Yeah.
Well, with that,
Nice
I'm
legs,
gonna
lady.
say good night.
Well, Janice, you can't leave yet. We're on vacation right now. We're about to go on, like, this is just part 1 of our vacation. We are having a
You're on an
VR
icy
vacation
holiday.
tonight. This is a holiday. We're only going on vacation spots. Don't you want to go on vacation and meet people at a vacation spot in VR?
Not really.
Well,
Not really.
then I guess I have no one protecting me from threesomes.
That's what I thought, lady. Get out of here. If you don't know how to handle kids, then you shouldn't be here.
Yeah, you should be handling your boyfriend in VR then. Oh God! I thought I thought I had a good babysitter.
Night time.
Good night. Good night.
Get the fuck out of here. Disrespected the redban name. All right, guys. Speaking of vacations, I found this thing on what's it called? Groupon. I got a vacation for us on Groupon.
Ooh yeah. Love it.
Yeah.
So it didn't cost me much money, but I mean, the views are supposed to be really nice. What if I told you that I spent $29 each on tickets to the Balloon Moon Farm?
Yeah. Let's fucking go.
All right. You guys want to see balloons have sex? How are you guys on the chat?
High jumping.
Oh, good jump here. Is this 9 Inch Nails we're listening to? Anyone finding music yet?
Nope. Just sounds like a loop though. Is this flat Earth? We're in a fucking snow dome.
Mm-hmm.
There's cameras too. Very suspicious.
What is this shit?
What the hell, balloons?
Yeah, this looks like Janice's underwear.
What does Janice eat?
She eats balloons. All right. Oh wait, what's this? There's a mirror.
Yeah, you gotta come through. You come through the top.
All right, I'm gonna sit here for a second, smoke a little green tea, collect myself, while you guys all run around and find nothing.
Yep, there's nothing. Just
There's
water.
nothing here. Interesting night tonight. We found out that Kay just wants to fuck a bunch. You guys, the internet was acting a little weird, but do you guys remember when Kay?
Oh man, what a shame.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Hey.
Special K was my favorite cereal. Like we were talking about.
Hey.
So you would have a threesome, but you would be like, you said I'll do anything. I'll do 5 black guys. You said that, and then you just walked out of the room real quick.
I'm hearing those voices again.
All right, maybe it was Shane then. Guess we have to rewind the tape.
Subscribe now to find out what kind of threesomes or more I do.
All right, Kay, I need you to look right in the mirror in front of me and Jaybird, and I want you to point towards the mirror. Oh wait, you can't do that, Shane. All right, Shane, if you can stand behind Kay, really close to his body, and then point towards the mirror. We'll CGI. No, real close. You have to give you right on his ass. We're pretty much using your right hand.
It really tightened up.
Yeah, we have to use your right
really
hand as
tightened up.
CGI shit later. Get closer.
Okay.
All right, get a little closer.
Don't worry, Kay. I've done this before.
Just a little closer. Just a little closer. Shane, get a little closer. All right, now point
It's
at the
in there
mirror.
now. I mean, we're tight.
Now point at the mirror with your right arm.
Oh,
God, you can't move ever. God. All right, get closer. Get closer. We have to CGI this later, So, all right, there, perfect. All right, now Kay, stand still, and we're gonna start the camera real quick. No emotes, real quick. Now, Shane, look at the window with your right arm, just point at the mirror, and we're gonna CGI this later. Point straight at it. Towards me more, towards the right more. More right. All right. Right there. That's great. And now say, I'll have a threesome with you. I don't mind the plane trip to Australia.
Oh, he pulled away. All
right. He got too
shiny
nervous.
moment.
He got too nervous.
Oh, wait. He got behind me. Maybe that's okay.
Wow.
The old switcheroo.
Wow. I didn't know you were a little baby bottom. I thought you would be a top.
Give me the top.
I thought he was a top.
Give me the top.
Did we lose Yonder? Where the fuck is Yonder at? What the hell?
He knew this gay shit was coming, so he was like, nah, I'm good.
Merlin got a snack.
He probably got a snack. He eats sunflower seeds and Fuddruckers. Let's go to
about my workout.
Let's go to a random place, and since we don't have any PC, or we're all PC people, let's check out the Water's Edge, which is quest friendly for some reason. So portal.
Oh boy. I thought I was a top.
He thought he was a top. I thought Shane was a top. Oh no. He's on the ground. And puts oil on his butt. And then he becomes a melon in the microwave with a slight little hole. Warm it up and let the Wow. This reminds me of Shane's butthole when he's getting fucked on the bottom.
I never get this
Hot on the inside and surrounded by flowers.
I thought he was a top. That shit's so fucking funny.
Music's right here.
There's a mirror right over there.
Jumping sucks.
Dude, this reminds me when Janice forgets to flush the toilet when she's on her period. It looks like poop. I need to get some Coke Zero from the garage.
Do it.
we have to have like a deep conversation so I can like leave real quick and watch the conversation and then comment at it when everyone ends. So I have to think of something special for the next 5 minutes.
Yep.
Here's a question for you guys. What is one thing from the old internet or old school, like a website, like MySpace, or an app, or something that you really loved and they, out of nowhere, just went out of business or left the world? Like maybe it's a video game you spent money on that you can't play anymore because the servers are now done. Or maybe it's an app that, you know, like only worked on iPhone 4 and above or below. Was there something that you think about all the time? You're like, man, if I was rich, I would bring that back or do something like that because there's nothing like that. Let's start off
If it was an Elon.
with Jaybird. And then you guys just go clockwise while I get Coke Zero. I'll be right back.
Okay. So there is this website. It's not as popular anymore. But I used to religiously watch it in like middle school, high school. This was before like Dig or Reddit, and it was called Fark.com.
What?
And I miss it.
Do
I miss
explain
Fark.
yourself.
I miss Fark because they had Photoshop contests. This was like before memes were a thing, and they would Photoshop one image, and a bunch of different people would do it, and it was always hilarious.
Ancestry of memes.
Yep, way back in the day. This is like during what's that? Rodden. What's that website?
Rotten.com.
It was a weird website. Like Newgrounds was doing games.
Yeah, I remember Newgrounds.
E-Bombs World.
E-Bombs World was a thing. Yep.
E-Bombs was good.
But yeah, that was way back in the day. And the website's still around.
Just
It's
took
not,
my
it's
answer.
not
So fuck
active.
us.
So that's my answer.
Kid, who's next?
I don't know. I had some before as well.
I have one. So, I used to play a game. It was called Offensive Combat. It's like a first-person shooter.
Whoa.
And it was fun. It was kind of like memey. You would like teabag people after they died, and you'd actually get points for it. And they had like different dances for like different types of like celebrations over to people's dead bodies. It was like a killing part.
You like ball dipping?
But then you also had to like claim over their body, and then you put together like random avatar pieces for, you know, things. So it was all jokey, but the mechanics were good. And I was actually like ranked top 10 in the world for a short time. in that game.
Congratulations.
I know. Which is more of a grind thing, so I don't know. But essentially, they said in 2 days we're done, and then in 2 days they were done, and then they never posted again. It was like a whole forum that was really big, and you could follow that, and it just people were like, "Wait, what?" Like I just spent like $30 on like some extra like gear stuff, and it was gone. And eventually, it was bought up by a Russian game company, and then they republished it in a different form. And it, I don't know, it was a Russian company. Like you could like play through like weird servers. You had to get like a VPN and like Russian server over to it. And then like a year after that, it appeared on Steam, and I didn't see it on Steam. But I guess it's still technically there, but it's dead. It's like a multiplayer, you know, FPS. So once there's no player base, it's a dead game. But that's my sad story of something.
Describe to us in that instant moment of loss how that made you feel.
It's really an existential loss. To be honest, like it's something that you devoted your time to. You didn't expect to go away. And it's not like at the time I was doing like EEGs, so I was like in hospital doing like stuff. So I didn't consider it a major part of my life. It was more like, blowing off steam kind of thing. But when you lose something that you're not expecting to lose, it's really weird, especially when you're doing like brain death studies on people who are like losing people. So it was like a really weird moment of loss of my stupid ass game. But at the same time, it's still, obviously it's a game. I got over it, but still, it's kind of like a weird moment of, okay.
But loss is loss is loss. And you spent your own $30, which could have been 30,000 back in that day.
Well, it wasn't more about the money. It was more that I put it in like a day before they announced that it was gone. And I was like, wait, do I get that back? And I was like, nope. That's gone forever. I don't even think I used it. I wanted my ass a new funny head.
What about you, Shane?
What things about the game did you miss the most once it was ripped from your life?
There's like a group of people that would play. So there's like high tier players, and you become all friendly with all of them. And
ball dipping. Right.
And the ball dipping. Actually, my favorite was it was called Little Kicks, and it was the dance that Elaine does on Seinfeld.
Oh yeah, like this. Thumbs up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that. Did that trigger any memories for
Probably. Did.
I apologize.
There's the existential grief. Thanks, Shane.
You're welcome. Now you're stronger because of it. Strong as fuck. Forged in fire. Forged in ball dipping loss. $30 evaporation. You can wield that blade. Go through that storm again. A little stronger.
Yeah, I have my feet back.
Proud of you. Kay, did you think of it yet?
Not really. Yeah, maybe drones over 250 grams, but under 2 kilos.
Oh, shit.
That's about all I could think
I'm still
of.
struggling with you talking me out of the
Avada.
Did they make them illegal, or are they just not popular anymore?
No, they changed the regulation. Yeah, there's a lot of different weird hoops to jump through, but it's also very vague.
Government.
So, yeah, it's intriguing at the moment because it's in transition. So,
fucking government.
But yeah, I haven't updated my firmware and got everything working, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. But yeah, it's anything we think of. Games and stuff, most of the stuff that I like to play has got newer versions out.
Janice, will you give me a Coke Zero?
Interesting.
Yeah. Semi-automatic weapons? Would that be a good answer for an Australian?
Ooh, yeah. Guns, yeah. Any sort of guns in Australia would be deeply missed by
No,
us.
we've got guns, man. It's just a misnomer. We don't. There was a semi-automatic ban and fully automatic ban.
What?
You can still get them. Yeah, you can still have them, but you have to, like, if it's a pistol, you've got to have a reason to have it, or be a member of a club.
Did you guys watch
Where did we hear this propaganda that you were gunless?
Did you guys watch PCP today?
I just started watching it and you started streaming.
No one did? Wow.
It aired when I was asleep, so I haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
It's a easy hour, and it's rough, but there's some funny shit in it. It's so weird, like finding a random video and just forgetting about some really funny shit. There's something about a baby in it that's so fucking funny, dude. That's all I'm ready to say.
I do want to watch it. And actually inspired me to look back. In 2015, I did a podcast, and I want to go back and listen to it.
Oh. You got to post that on the Discord. I would love
Maybe
to hear
there's gems in
an old podcast from Shane. I would love to be like, yeah, man.
Listen to that.
I got a kid.
It's so terrible. Oh my god! I gotta find it and then figure out how to put it up there. I don't know this shit.
Hell
I'm too
yeah.
old for this shit.
Yeah, just upload it to like Reddit or
I
something.
do remember the subject. It was about the Back to the Future day. I guess there's a date in 2015 the Back to the Future talks about. So
Right.
we did a podcast about it being that day.
Oh.
The things that didn't come to fruition.
Yeah.
That sort of shit.
Yeah, the
There's
whole
no
the whole
hoverboard.
timeline for Back to the Future is adorable because I think I might be wrong, but I swear Back to the Future 2, where there's like hoverboards and cars flying and most of it's
Yeah.
real. You know, there is hoverboards, but they don't really do that.
In a way,
and
yeah.
there
Electric laces on a
is
Nike.
billboards that have like 3D coming out and it looks 3D.
Yep.
I
And
watched
there is-
Where's My Harrier Jet today.
Where's your Harrier jet? What's that?
So it's a Netflix documentary where there's a kid who saw a commercial for Pepsi points, and
Remember the
one of the
old-
funny things is he makes everybody do the Pepsi Coke challenge, and they're all like Pepsi people, and like I think
Ew!
it's like 6-2 that people who are voting for Coke over Pepsi.
Coke's
Funny.
better.
They're all like Pepsi
period.
execs.
Do you remember
Um,
that ad back in the day, Redban, with the fucking kid landing in his school with the Harrier jet?
No.
You'll love it, man. Watch it. You'll love it.
Yeah. So there was that. It was an ad campaign, and someone took it seriously, and he wanted the jet, and he like figured out a way to get it for like $700,000. And yeah, it's basically the whole little story of this kid wanting the jet.
Huh. It's on Netflix?
Where's my fucking jet?
It's on Netflix. It's only the first 4 of like what seems to be like an 8 or a 12, so that's a little annoying. It like stops. So if you want
Is
to
there
wait for the
is there a
whole thing, it's
trailer?
a little longer,
Is
but
there a
it's
player
something.
here? Let's watch the trailer of it. I want to see a trailer.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. I'll pull it up.
Where's the trailer? I don't see a trailer.
Where's the player?
But it totally reminded of you, Brian.
It's in the other room. Yeah, I mean the whole Pepsi Coke challenge is spot on.
Yeah.
That one. Give me a second.
Oh my god. I can't even. There we go.
Pepsi Harrier Jet trailer. Oh, you got it.
Play that again?
No fine print came up. I don't care what anybody else says. That is a legit offer.
In the 90s, Pepsi was famous for the advertising.
It was a cool club to be in.
World end.
Cindy Crawford.
What the fuck? Cindy's in it!
Harrier Jet, 7 million Pepsi points.
Yep, she's in it a
I
lot.
really saw this as an
Oh my
opportunity
God.
to change my world.
Baiting.
I'm like,
That's my
I
girl.
want the jet. My mind couldn't stop racing to try to figure out how to make this
So
happen.
cute.
We just couldn't drink that much Pepsi.
I need to buy 1.4 million 12 packs. I knew
His
there was
mom's pretty
one
funny.
person that I could potentially get to bite on this.
And then he pitched this idea. It's crazy. It's insane.
I like
6 warehouses, somewhere in the neighborhood of 45 people. It would cost $4.3 million. But I'm reading the fine print.
We found a loophole. Here we go.
Bring on Pepsi.
Hey, somebody sent us a check for $700,000 for the Harrier jet.
What?
Why? 7 million points, Harrier jet. You saw it.
It's clearly a joke.
This was a money grab opportunity.
And then they changed the ad.
We're just kidding here.
A big corporation knows how to
Another
use
reason
the
they
system.
hate Pepsi.
I'd use different language if I weren't on camera.
You're on Netflix, so you can use whatever language you want.
Fuck them.
Pepsi went on the offense.
It was in no way an admission that we had done anything wrong. It was an admission of guilt.
That was above my pay grade.
God, Cindy Crawford! It was something right out of Tom Clancy's
She's in
story.
on
I'm
it.
not going to prison over a damn jet.
We need to shake things up a little
God,
bit.
this is like the
Plot
best movie ever
twist,
made.
Michael Avenatti. You can read all about him. Just Google his name.
He was in
This is when
jail.
things really started to get crazy.
They never figured that there ever would be a John Lennon.
What I have to lose?
You wanted that jet.
I want the jet.
Johnny wants the jet.
Hey, it was my
It's a good story.
jet. You give me the jet?
Give me that
I
jet.
can't believe you missed it, man. Fucking
Where
gold.
is it? Dude,
Fucking gold.
honestly, guys, I don't watch TV. I don't like any of the shit. I'm a YouTube boy, in and out. I watch YouTubers. I don't watch TV shows at all. Like once in a while, Janice will be watching something, and I'll just follow along just because I want to take a nap or something. But I think I'm more interested in YouTube just because it's more fresh and raw. I don't like anything, but like looking at that, I'm interested in that because that seems like something that's not real, and they made a fake documentary about, and now it sparked my interest. Like that ain't real. This whole documentary ain't real. This is somebody with an idea that made it look real. Something's not
You
right.
don't remember the ad or that happening? Because we had that news like
I
pop
do
up this
actually-
way. Because
like,
Pepsi
when I
then
saw
used
the
it as
ad-
advertising.
When I saw the ad right there, I guess I kind of remember it. It was definitely one of those throwaway commercials, and that's what makes it seem like a little weird because it feels like that is a commercial that I might have seen, but it wasn't a popular commercial because I don't remember it that well where I saw it and went, oh, it's that one. But looking at it, it's like, okay, maybe I saw that once. I don't know.
They made a lot of commercials like that during that
Yeah,
time. Like
yeah.
The same vibe.
That's just very 90s feeling. That whole commercial just like, oh yeah, that probably happened like once, like during like.
I think that's one of their big arguments. Is that like the commercials during the 90s were so crazy and so like effective that like, you know, that they actually made kids think that they could get the Harrier jet.
Right. It was like done as a joke.
Motherfuckers.
So like woke people now are like, wait, you said a free jet, but back then we were like, oh, you also said that I could be president of cool. You know what I mean? Like, there is no
Yeah, but it was also the time of
the
cocaine
same.
in advertising and legal. So it's like, fuck it. They don't mind throwing some money at it.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's interesting though. That's actually something I
that's
really want to
it's-
watch.
It's where the asterisks came from.
Yeah, I saw it and I was gonna put it on as like a behind the scenes, like while I cleaned and did shit, and then I
Right.
just ended up like sit down and watching it. So, shit.
And what's it called again? Where's my jet? Pepsi, where's my jet or something like that?
Where's my jet?
Pepsi, where's my jet?
Yeah.
I hate Pepsi. I think they suck.
Where's
and
my jet?
I hate everything about Pepsi.
But yeah, that's
only
the
thing I
reason
like
why
about
you'd like
Pepsi
this.
is
They do a
Mountain
lot of
Dew.
Pepsi bashing.
Yeah, Mountain Dew, the only good thing about Pepsi. I don't think they own Dr. Pepper, but if they own Dr. Pepper, then good on you. I love a good diet Dr. Pepper. I've been really into Dr. Pepper again lately, but Dr. Pepper's really good. Diet Dr.
Oh,
Pepper's
Jesus.
great. But yeah, fuck Pepsi. Pepsi's gross. Like there's a, I forget what it is. There's a sandwich place that I order from all the time. I think it's Jersey Mike's maybe. And when you order something from Uber Eats, you have to at least hit $15 or you have to pay for like shipping delivery or something like that. There's something like that.
Guess who owns Dr. Pepper?
Pepsi?
You won't be able to guess.
Someone
it's
religious?
Keurig.
Oh yeah. I actually did know that.
Yeah, formerly Green Mountain Coffee Roasters, so they're the ones that sold McDonald's coffee. They changed it to Keurig Dr. Pepper Inc.
What was I just talking about? I don't even remember.
Cindy Crawford's mole.
Nope.
Mole.
No, I was talking about something about.
How many tons cum got on that mole? Right here.
I don't remember. What's us talking about? Hooked on Dr. Pepper?
Uber Eats
right.
Jersey Mike's.
Here it is. Here it is. I remember.
Yeah, good
so
calls,
I was ordering Jersey Mike's, and you had to hit that $15 mark to get free shipping. So they only have Pepsi products though. So they only have Diet Pepsi. They have like Pepsi Max, or something else. And I was like, well, I guess Pepsi Max is like 0 calories or 10 calories or something like that. I don't even know what it is. It's like their Coke Zero. And man, every time I eat it, it's like I'm eating like cotton candy and drinking at the same time. Like, it's just like, why are you making it so sweet? Where when it comes to like Coke Zero, this is like a spicy, gingery, like cola. It's not like I'm drinking sugar water as much. Like Pepsi's like flat Coke. No one agrees. All right, fuck Pepsi. Fuck them all day.
I didn't try it to know Pepsi sucks.
Fuck Pepsi. I bet like Australia, like Pepsi's like #1. So like Kay's like biting his lip right now, like, no, Pepsi's the best in Australia.
Fuck that shit, man. The Coke country for sure.
Pepsi Mite. I got Pepsi Mite.
Because everyone's drinking bourbon and Bundy and shit.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go somewhere else. We're on vacation. We shouldn't just stay here.
Not me. I gotta go to work in a couple hours. Good night, everyone.
Oh, you don't want to go to one more place on our vacation?
Hey, we don't get vacations for ice and snow and blizzards up here in western New York next to Buffalo.
All right.
We gotta work.
All right.
Every day.
Guys, I guess we'll
take me somewhere warm.
I guess we'll just go to Taco Fart Hell by herself.
I'm going there for sure.
Let's go to Taco Fart Hell. It started off very farty.
Bro, there's skulls and shit. This is crazy. Give me the fuck.
Every time you jump, it farts. I like every time you jump, it farts. Oh, there's guys. Janice got this coffee at Costco. It's supposed to be pretty badass. But she told me that this cocaine that she got behind the Costco is even better. So let's put this coffee on top of
What
the
if
cocaine.
you could make cocaine?
Yeah. What if we can like grind it up?
Cocaine.
Maybe we could grind it up here, guys. Maybe we could make our own cocaine using coffee.
I mean,
and
coca leaves.
cocaine. Well, no, we got coffee and cocaine here, so just mix it up.
Okay.
All right.
So then we'd have caffeine, cocaine,
Yeah,
and a
it's-
few antioxidants to make you.
We could have shittier cocaine
you know,
and
help
mix it
your
with
heart
caffeine.
health. It would be heart health cocaine.
I like
You
cocaine.
could say it's as good for the heart as Lucky Charms.
Oh God!
But
Fuck cocaine. We got eggs.
So we'll have to get rid of
Oh
those.
my God! Who wants to eat the first one?
Oh,
It's
eggs
like
are worth so
caviar
much.
now. Dude, what if eggs? What if eggs gets to the point where it becomes like a delicacy? You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's $80 an egg here tonight. That's the market price. Oh my God.
Good for chickens.
Good for chickens. Yeah, it's about
People
time
start
that
requesting exotic.
chickens got their fair share. Like we start respecting chickens
Yeah,
instead
good
of
for
like
quality
fucking
egg.
them.
Yeah.
Coyotes are like
Metaphorically
the
and
newest
physically.
enemy.
Everybody hates Chick-fil-A.
I hope not.
And these other places that kill the chickens.
Yeah.
Well, killing chickens is okay. Eating chickens is fine.
Getting their
Torturing them in
eggs.
small
Squeezing
cages
chickens.
is not necessarily the best thing in the world.
I've thought about having like a
The hell's
couple of
this
chickens in my backyard just to have like, you know, let's have a little chicken. But it's also
Yeah,
like
they
one of
eat
those
all the bugs.
Yeah. It's also one
Eat
of
the
those things
bug,
though,
yeah.
it's like,
Fertilize your yawn. Fertilize your yawn.
yeah, I guess so.
I'm getting tired.
I just would be
They also
I would
fuck up
hate to be connected to
garden.
like some outdoor pet. You know what I mean? I feel like, oh, what's up with little chicken baby? Why are you outside freezing your ass off? Oh. And then like a vulture swoops in and like kills it or something. I'm like, ah, it's like a pet you. It's like it's like a pet you kind of care about. I don't like the idea of having pets I kind of care about. You know what I mean? Like if you're a
So that's why you have
living
a
creature,
goose.
I don't want to get to know
then
you
the-
because I'm just gonna fall in love.
The goose will fuck up the hawk, and
Oh, you have to have a goose?
you don't have to worry about it. Yep, goose lays eggs too.
You think a
Of course,
goose
goose
is gonna
will
fuck up
anything
a
that walks
hawk?
into the lawn. Oh yeah.
Really?
They punch the shit out of it. Yeah, they knock that crap
They
out.
try to fuck me up. Stupid geese. I hate them. Get out.
I hate geese also.
They have like these. They have these hunks of bone that are like this big on like their elbows of their wings, and they weigh like a lot. And they just whip them like little hooks, like little Mike Tyson punches. They knock out.
I used to be an
bugs and
ice cream man.
all that shit.
I used to go to this house and they had a pond. And they had swans and geese and bullshit birds, and I fucking hated it because they would chase me down. Fuck those birds.
Yep.
Hey, Swan.
But see, otherwise, if you didn't have that, we probably would have eaten them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the self-defense. They took over chickens. They became assholes.
You know, I don't think about swans that much. But I'm gonna start
Swans are
this
cool.
day on.
Mm-hmm. Swans.
Did you eat swan?
I think Adam
The
Sandler
white
ruined
black
swans
swan.
for me.
Stop staring at me, swan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't take
Damn
swans
right.
seriously anymore. I hear the word swan, I go Adam Sandler immediately. It goes to my head.
You know what's ironic about the whole thing? In Ohio, did they have Schwann's?
Yeah, I feel
Door-to-door
like they
ice
did.
cream food delivery service. Yeah, that's where I worked, and those motherfuckers were guarding that pond with their life. I'm trying to deliver Schwann's and get around these swans to the customer.
Oh. Well, I tell you what, I just
Sure.
Google searched swan vagina, hit the
Huh.
image tab.
They great?
A lot of weird shit comes up. A lot of old paintings.
What the fuck?
Of women with swans. An Asian guy with a huge vagina.